Liver King is brilliant. Liver King, you're brilliant. I'll stroke your ego a little bit here, pussy. You're brilliant. All right, ladies and gentlemen and ladies, thank you for joining me today again for another episode of Hard Gains, the podcast. Say it with me this time, actually. I didn't hear you. Hard Gains, the podcast. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Today, I am wearing the Jordan Legacy 312 in the Igloo colorway. Now, this is kind of a special shoe. This happens to be one of my favorite Jordans that I own. If you're unfamiliar with the Legacy 312s, they're kind of a combination between Jordan 1s and Jordan 3s. They have elements to both. These have the nice elephant print. They have some textured leather, cracked leather. I think that these are really well made. The toe leather feels better than Jordan 1s, that's for sure. And I love how they are kind of a high, but they're not built like a high. And I love the strap. So these are one of my favorite dailies. I love this shoe. Love this shoe. I wear it a lot, and I get compliments on it. It's just a hard shoe to match with colors, with your outfits. So today I'm wearing a little gray stringer, and I am wearing the turquoise Young LA, cotton shorts. I forget what they were called, but they're the short ones. I'd show you my skinny legs, but you'd probably get blinded by how pale they are right now. So I love these shoes. Now, for those of you hanging around more often now, you notice I've been showing you my shoes. I have gotten a lot of requests, especially in my Instagram, to show more of my shoes. So I love shoes. I'm happy to show more of them. I'm a sneakerhead who loves Jordans and Reebok pumps specifically. Like, those are my go-tos. Those are my kicks. Guys, today I've got to eat a big piece of humble pie. And I will say that my Greg Doucette should be ashamed of himself video is one of my highly viewed videos on this channel with over 60,000 views. So publicly, I want to say to Greg Doucette, I'm sorry. I don't necessarily think that you should be ashamed of yourself, but I do stand by what I said. I hope that you will use your platform in the future to really help someone who is desperately in need the way that Callum von Moger was. May still be. But I do believe I was rather harsh on you, and I don't think that you deserve that attack. So I apologize. Because in reality, after bodybuilding for 27 years, coaching for 21, almost 22 years now, I've seen a lot of different personalities in the industry, many which I mostly didn't really care for. I guess that's a good way to say it. By the way, today I'm drinking my favorite drink that I've been taking for years. My favorite protein is Dimetize, ISO 100 in Fruity Pebbles and Gourmet Chocolate. 1 scoop of each mixed together is like Cocoa Krispies. Holy shit, it's banging. Delicious. I could drink this all day, every day. It's like drinking the milk from your Fruity Pebbles cereal with chocolate in it. But lately, I've been giving a lot of thought to the word toxicity. Everybody wants to say that masculinity is toxic, and this kind of personality is toxic, and this strong personality is toxic, and this and this and this and this and this and this is all toxic. But they're not toxic. There are different elements to toxicity for each of us. It's very individual. And the reason I'm saying all of this is because for a long time now, I'm introspecting on my opinions, okay? I'm looking inside myself right now. I have not liked nor cared for Greg Doucette for many reasons. I just don't like his persona. I can't get behind this thing. I just can't do this. Like with the hands and the facade and the thing and the screaming. I just don't like it. That's not my thing. You guys know me well enough. You see my thing. My fucking thing is like a WWE wrestler because I'm always pissed off. Not really, but, that's just my thing. And maybe you don't like that, and that's okay. And maybe Greg is like, well, that motherfucker, he's toxic. I don't know. Probably. I always watch Greg Doucette videos whether I like him or not. I typically don't like him, but he says good things. Like, I get it. He gives out good information for a lot of people, especially newbies. He gives out a lot of basic information. I don't know how to read him yet. And I know that I read people pretty well because I'm typically right about who they become. Except for my ex-wife. But Greg Doucette has me kind of flabbergasted. But I'm starting to like him, I admit. And one of the reasons is 2 videos. He's put out 2 videos recently that I've really appreciated, okay? One on Tristan Lee, because, man, I really feel for Tristan Lee at his age, and I think that he is just too obsessed with some unhealthy factors of his body dysmorphia. And I think that kid has so much potential. I just hope that he finds his purpose in what he's doing that will support internally who he wants to become, because he's so young. That's number one. And number two, his most recent video on the Liver King, who's a fucking liar king, who's a coward king, who's a pussy piece of shit king. He's definitely king of the pussies, that's for sure. I'll tell you that. Liar king, you are king of the pussies. I know you love videos like that, right? You love when people say it, right? You love your haters, right? You tell everybody, I love my haters, because that's great. You ever notice how he does that? Like, he puts emphasis on the wrong word. It's like Joe Biden. You know, Liver King says that cardio is for pussies. I wouldn't have said it like that. I would have said, fucking Liver King says cardio is for fucking pussies, motherfucker. That's how I would have said it. But Liver King, you're a pussy. And you're not a real alpha. You're just a pussy alpha who doesn't know how to be a real alpha. But you, man, you got people fucking fooled. And you're brilliant. Liver King is brilliant. Liver King, you're brilliant. I'll stroke your ego a little bit here, pussy. You're brilliant. You're making a lot of money off of bullshit. You're making a lot of money off of lying to people. Your abs, they're not real. Your muscles, they're not real. Your hair's probably not real either. And in fact, you do cardio all damn day. You just don't go out and do cardio. So for you to say the cardio is for pussies, well, you're lying again. But I also don't think you eat 7,000 calories a day, because I ate 6,000 calories a day for 5 years to gain weight because I'm a hard gainer. I did it naturally and my fucking organs failed. My intestines stopped working. They got backed up. I was sick for 2 years. Now that's individual, but I was natural. I was force feeding myself 6,000 calories a day. I'd say 90% was clean and healthy. 10% was cheeseburgers and pizza. That's probably not wise, but either way, my organs failed. I died. They gave me 2 months left to live. I lost everything. I went down to 120 pounds. I'll put a picture up right here of what I looked like. Liver King, you're a liar. You're just a liar. And yeah, you've got people fooled, and it's brilliant, man. You're making some money. You're making some real dough off of them. But that means you're a fucking coward. Because you're afraid of telling them the truth. Because you know you wouldn't be making that kind of bread if you told them the truth. You know that. And then your little buddy Carnivore MD, who's like your mini-me, who's literally piggybacking off of you, who says like, who needs beer when we've got kefir? I don't know who's fucking more cringy in front of the camera, Liver King or Carnivore MD. You guys are both cringy. I can't watch either of you. So when I compare Greg Doucette to the Liar King and the Carnivore MD, I'm like, I could watch Greg Doucette videos all day and appreciate them. That says a lot. So now I'm wondering, what exactly is the most toxic personality in the fitness industry? Because I love bodybuilding, guys and gals. I'm very passionate about bodybuilding. I have grown up really appreciating a beautiful physique, whether it's a man or a woman, a beautifully developed, well-worked, symmetrical, aesthetic, proportionate physique. I have admired the likes of Steve Reeves and Larry Scott and Dave Draper and Arnold and Frank Zane and Serge. All these amazing physiques that were perfect, in my opinion. So I love bodybuilding. I love the sport of bodybuilding. I don't want to see it become a soap opera. I don't want to see it become just drama. I don't want to see my passion become all about the money. And you motherfuckers who are lying out there to everybody, you're making it all about the money. And that's not what it's about. It's about health and wellness and perfecting a physical look. That's what bodybuilding is. So I'm having a hard time with this right now because I think that the most toxic personalities in bodybuilding aren't really bodybuilders. They're just influencers like Jeff Cavalier. He's been on TRT for fucking 10 years, if not more. That guy's not natural. His muscle bellies, especially his bicep, his chest, his lats, maintaining those abs at his age, maintaining the same physique for so long, that is not naturally obtainable for most of us, especially with a thin frame like him. That brother's been juicing on TRT at least for so long, but he's made his career off of it. He's made his money off of fooling people because he does give out good information, except when he doesn't. Then you've got guys like Tony Huge with their fucking mass blast. This is bullshit. I think that it is atrocious that Tony Huge put out the information that he put out with this mass blast to our young viewers, to our first timers, to our newbies, to these young guys just getting into the bodybuilding world thinking, okay, this is natural. This is obtainable with SARMs. This is obtainable with juice. This is a physique that I can obtain in this way. And then you got a guy like Tony Huge who's blasting gear, promoting it in negative, toxic, and unhealthy and destructive ways. That is what I see. Again, everything else here is my opinion. But I don't want my kids watching Tony Huge. I don't want my young bodybuilding sons to be learning from Tony Huge. I want them to learn from me. I want them to learn from the truth, from transparency, from honesty, from experience. Tony Huge may have certain experiences, but what the fuck are you doing leading two guys into this mass blast like blindly, like you're a doctor who's going to monitor them for optimal health? And then right off the bat, one of your guys, that's 50%, goes down deep, about to die. I don't know, that's probably extreme. But you know what I mean. 50% of your mass blast went off the rails right away. How is that monitoring for optimal health? Then I'm really thrown for a loop with some of these guys. You know, the fake natties, that's a whole other group. The Simian Panda, the Matt Does Fitness, and all these other guys. Michael Hearn, obviously, the Lifetimer. All these fake natties, they're just fucking liars. They're cowards. They've been fake natty for so long, they're never going to give up the lie. But I hope that you people out there watching are now up to speed where you're kind of paying attention more and you're like, yeah, these guys, they're liars. They're liars. So don't give them your money. Don't buy their programs. Don't buy their gear and their merchandise. Okay? Don't support liars. But now I wonder what's the most toxic in the bodybuilding industry. And I'm sure that there's some of you out there watching this video that you think that I'm toxic for bodybuilding. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. I don't think so. But you can. But I've also been through hell and back multiple times, and most of you don't even know about it. I've had a career that I had to give up. I was in the music industry, in the entertainment industry, as an actor, a model, a musician, a touring artist, a producer, and an engineer for many years. And that's when my organs failed. I was more a fitness model rather than a bodybuilder, but I bodybuilt for fitness modeling. And like I said earlier, my organs shut off and I had to leave the entertainment industry. I couldn't tour. I couldn't be on the road. And I had just opened up for Incubus. And I had just played for some of the most legendary and epic artists that I've ever been in front of. And I lost it all. And I had to walk away from it. But I'm grateful for that experience because it pushed me into a new realm of bodybuilding, of health. I lost everything. I lost all my organs. And my body's never been the same since. And then I was in a severe car accident about 10 years ago. And it wasn't a severe accident, but it hit me just right where I lost function of my right side. And I was stuck like this. And the pain just trying to move anything was like so extreme. Then 7 years ago, I had a brain injury. I was cracked in the skull by one of my dump trucks in my construction company. Gave me a major TBI. That impact should have killed me. 600 pounds of steel right to the soft area of the frontal lobe. No hard hat on or anything like that. And then for the last 18 years, I've been battling my spinal issues as a result of working tree service, landscape, construction company, even being a touring artist, and swinging my guitar around my neck like an entertainer for years. And it destroyed my spine, and I had 2 blown discs. And I lost feeling in my right leg, and I still have no feeling in my right leg. So I've been through an awful lot. I just had my spinal fusion a year ago, and my right leg will never be fully functional, but I'm blessed and grateful to be walking. I am blessed to be alive, to be upright, to be walking on my legs, to not be wheelchair bound. And now I'm 42. I have 6 kids, going through a severe divorce. And I say severe because it doesn't need to be this way. But unfortunately, some people are dishonest and deceitful. And if you know me well enough by now, you know that I do not tolerate dishonesty, deceit, and some other things. And you shouldn't either. You should not either. But I digress. And back to the point. What do you think, guys? I want to hear in the comments section. What do you think is the most toxic type of personality, or who is the most toxic personality in the fitness industry that's really hurting bodybuilding in a big way? But ultimately, it's my opinion that I believe that anybody who is living behind their lies, they are toxic. That is destructive. That is negative. They are cowards. There's a lot of things to say about them. But those are the people that I urge you to stay away from. I made a video a while back saying, Greg Doucette, you should be ashamed of yourself because I'm ashamed of you and I watch all your videos. Callum Von Moger, yada, yada, yada. I stand by that video because I really do believe that there are a lot of people in the fitness industry who failed to use their platforms in a way that could have helped Callum Von Moger, helped bring him up out of the darkness that he was in and may still be in. And all you bullshitters out there who are like, well, everybody has to make their own decisions, and it's on Callum, it's not on Greg, and it's this. Why the fuck do you think we're here? To let other people drown? To watch them drown? And stand there and think, oh, I could do something, but I'm not going to because it's their responsibility, because they got themselves into that position. No. Our purpose here is when we see someone drowning, we put a hand out. We throw them the rope. We do whatever we can to help pull them out of that pit they are drowning in. That is why we're here. And Callum Von Moger, if you ever see this video, brother, I am here for you as a friend, as a coach, as someone who has experienced a lot of things of the dark side of life. We can keep it private. You can reach out to me privately. We can work together completely privately. I don't need anyone to know about it. I don't want anyone to know about it. I want to help you. And I'll sign whatever you want me to sign, a clause or whatever it is that you want, that we keep our work together private. I won't say a word about it. So anybody out there watching, if Callum's family or friends or brother and sister ever see this video, or Callum, again, if you're watching this video, just give me a chance to let you know how I can help you. That's all. And I don't judge you, brother. I don't judge you or anybody else. And I definitely don't want to see you in a place that I've seen many other friends. So please let me know how I can help, because I genuinely want to. So that's it for today, guys and gals, friends and family. I think that was a pretty good video. I think I got my point across pretty well. I don't ever write things out. I don't have a teleprompter. I don't have scripts. I don't have notes. I don't have anything. I just push record and I just start blabbing. You know what I mean? And some of you don't appreciate that, and I don't care, because many of you do. And if you haven't had a chance to yet, go check out my other channel. Search The New Woodworker, which is now called Adam A. Neely. I'm going to rebrand that entire channel soon. But it used to be based on my construction work, and then it became based on my spinal fusion surgery and experience there. And now it's just going to be basically about recovery, health, wellness, spinal fusion recovery, training with these injuries, with these major ailments, drug addiction recovery, withdrawal, everything, all that stuff, okay? But that's different than this channel. In this channel, where we talk more about my 27 years experience in bodybuilding, specifically enhancement, PED use versus natural bodybuilding. And I'm here to make sure that you find the path that works best for you. I did 23 years completely natural. I bodybuilt for 23 years naturally. I admit that's a long time, and that was a rough road. I fought for every pound that I gained. Literally. I am the most hard gaining ectomorph out there. Let me know. Many of you have requested more videos from me. I'm grateful for that. I appreciate all your support. I appreciate your subscriptions. I appreciate you knocking out that bell to receive notifications every time I release a new video. So please, comment for the algorithm, hit the thumbs up, and spread the word. I'm Coach Hard Gains, and this is Hard Gains, the podcast. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.